All right, Devil Horn, salute NASCAR fans. Nashville 420, yeah, it's a little throwback here. I am the NASCAR bootlegger. I make zero money doing this, so I have no problem bootlegging these races for my audience out here to fit my format and that. So again, I don't make no money. Right now, this goes back to 1970, and this track right here, the history of this place was the payday was really low. Not too many people really wanted to run this place. I guess it might have been the first race here. And if you like those 1970 Dodge Chargers, Bobby Isaac was just dominant in a Dodge Charger. This was the one without the wing. You know, kind of like the Dukes of Hazzards. Oh, the guy that made this video had this disclaimer about a certain red rag that floats in the air, and he says, it's whatever. Dude, that was just part of NASCAR history. I don't think anybody watching my shit's going to take any offense on that shit. So, without further delays, NASCAR bootlegs.
The wide world of motorsport. This is a brand new speedway here in Nashville. And although this location has always been a real hotbed of stock car motor racing, it's the first time that anybody's ever run a race on this track. It's a different kind of motor racing situation. Steepest banking in all the world. 35 degrees between turns 1 and 2 and between turns 3 and 4. It's only a 5/8 of a mile track, so this makes for tremendous pounding on the chassis and the underpinning of these stock racing cars. In fact, 36 cars started the race. The last time I counted, only 15 were left.
Ain't it nice to see cars that are different? They all don't look the same. They're all different.
Stand by then. We'll be bringing you our live color coverage of the Grand National Stock Car Race from the Fairgrounds Speedway in Nashville, Tennessee. Today on ABC's Wide World of Sport. Again, we're back live at the Fairgrounds Speedway in Nashville, Tennessee. This is Jim McKay reporting, and I'm seated now with our colleague on these racing telecasts, Christy Kanamaki, the editor of National Speed Sport. There's the spin in the straightaway. A car just spun into the pits. Car number 10, driven by Bill Champion of Norfolk, Virginia. There it is. He very narrowly missed the pit wall.
Nice Ford was.
In a better particular position as long as he had the spin right there. Didn't hit anybody, nor was he hurt apparently. There is Bill, the oldest regular driver on the NASCAR circuit. Bill Champion, who was well back in the back of this car as Leroy came in here about an hour ago.
El Torino.
Running very well behind Richard Petty. Leroy was the only one of the cars here which had practiced on this track yesterday. As we said, it's a brand new track. Nobody's ever raced on it before, and it's a very unusual one with the 35-degree banking. Leroy had practiced here yesterday while the others were preparing for a race last night in Maryville, Tennessee. 110th career victory. And then they had to tow overnight. Most of these fellows have towed from Maryville, which is just outside of Knoxville, a couple of 100 miles away, and are racing here today with little or no sleep. Bobby Isaac, our present leader, was second to Petty last night, and Dick Brooks was third. Okay, well, there is the leader. Robert Vance Bobby Isaac of Auburn, North Carolina. He'll be 36 years old on August 1st this year. He came on the Grand National Trail in the year 1961 and had won only 4 races up to last season. Then suddenly, he exploded. He won 17 races.
Benny Parsons.
Here's some of the cars out of the race so far. Number 32, Dick. This one. And that's Allison in number 22, heading for the pits with it. Well, there it is. Excuse me, Chris, but there's the final lap time on that, 21:53, and that works out to a speed of 104.5 miles per hour. Pretty fast on a 5/8 mile track. We just saw a glimpse of Bobby Allison going to the pits with the left front tire flat, and we have a unique situation here. Tire failures in racing are historically on the outside of the car, but today...
Look at the pits right here. Oh, God damn.
There's Allison's car in the pits.
Oh, my God, look at the pits.
Situation. The 5/8 mile track has a little 5th mile oval inside of it. And
does he even have a window net?
On the 5th mile racetrack, the drivers make a sharp...
He don't even have a fucking window net. Check that out.
Allison is coming out of the pits. He's going up the back stretch of the 5th mile track. He's going to make a 180-degree left turn right now and come out onto the straightaway of the 5/8 mile track. It's different than any other racetrack I've ever seen in Grand National competition. These may come to be known as the carousel pits of Nashville. It's really like a little merry-go-round. A few yellow flags of the day. And no accident. Cuckoo Marlin just spinning down into the red clay of the infield.
Bumps, it's not.
Hey, Bobby Allison. We got second Dave Marcus. That's a throwback name.
Number 77.
77. That's somebody else. 77 is in fact John Kenny of Pequasin, Virginia, in his 68 Ford.
Oh, shit. Come on, guys.
Race. We'll be back in a minute with the live action in Tennessee. Again, we're back live where the yellow flag is still out and
Troubles knocked him out.
now there were a couple of moments when it looked like home state favorites here might give a good account of themselves. The first came during qualifying when Cuckoo Marlin, wonderful name, isn't it? Cuckoo, who is from here, and then starts setting up their cars, getting ready for practice and qualifying in a race.
Another driver who passed up the Maryville race was Cuckoo Marlin. There's none of his constituents over there, Jim.
That's right, the local politician. Cuckoo told us, by the way, as we've often wondered, as we approach the finish of a 250-mile race in Nashville, there's the second place car of Bobby Allison of the Racing Allison Brothers from Alabama. Looks at the day, didn't like the idea he had a race last night, and he lost last night, by the way, by a half a car length to Richard Petty. It was a real bad move before the race, in other words. He should be happy now because there it is, there's the checkered flag. Bobby Isaac has won this Grand National 250-mile race in Nashville, Tennessee.
And about $3,100 in prize money.
That was not a good payday.
Isaac, the winner,
That
will
was
try to have
not a
look at
good
this one
payday.
in a minute.
The driver's kind of upset about the shitty
Back
payday.
at Nashville, there's the winning car of Bobby Isaac. A reminder here that
426
ABC
heavy.
Flagler Sports will not be seen next Saturday, so that we can bring you exclusive coverage of the Westchester Golf Classic from Harrison, New York. 2 weeks from today, we'll return. And here's a colleague of mine to tell you more about that show, which will emanate from the Orient. Right now, however, we're still in the heat of Tennessee. Let's go down for a word with the winner to Dr. Don Tarr in the pits.
Bobby, congratulations, but you said you were going to cool it. What happened out there?
Well, thank you very much, but I did. I run slow. But like I said, the racetrack was too fast for the equipment that we have nowadays, and you see what happened to most of the cars that did run hard. Besides, it only paid about $3,200. It's one of the cheapest races we run, and I just didn't feel like that I should come here and take a chance on tearing the car all to pieces for that amount of money, so I slowed up and was fortunate enough to win it because most of the hard runners did have trouble.
Looks like everybody else had their problems, and you just came through at the end, doesn't it?
Well, that's what happens when we race like this when you run too hard. It